sunshine today when we did the track walk. It's actually pouring down now. We are due for real good weather all weekend. Didn't have the best of starts to the year, which I put some of that on my social media. We had a few problems. I fell off at Stetton in the second corner and basically the first lap of the weekend. Luckily there was absolutely zero damage to the bike, so the zero damage to the bike was pretty good. Dislocated my arm, had to rebuild myself in fitness, etc. to sort of get myself back fit again and make sure my arm's 100%. But we moved back to Mallory Park at Edinburgh, and I went for their very first round of the year, and that got me some seat time. That was just a massive help to get back on bike, make sure everything was working as it should be, and just to get a bit of confidence back in my arm, make sure my arm's 100%, and then we had some real productive time at Cadwell Park at No Limits, where I gained 2 more of the last 3 signatures I needed to get here, and then a week later we went to Mallory Park for the second round with Edinburgh. Once we've done that, we basically qualified for nationals, so about month and a half ago now became national rider, so obviously we've had a little bit of wait and a bit of time to get here. My aim and my targets will be, as a newcomer, is just to sort of put the knowledge into use. Today it was like quite a good insight from Roddy and the experience of another rider, quite a lot higher level than me, so for him to go around and tell me things about the mount that I just didn't know was a big thing. So it's going to be difficult this weekend. I have got quite a few new bits on the bike, but my bike's down on power by quite a lot to the Supertwins I'll be against. Mine is classed as a Super Twin now, but it's not had engine work, so it's really just to learn and get up to pace like I normally have with the No Limits rounds and other rounds that I've competed in, feel my way around and kind of just really enjoy it. I've done my three sighting laps behind Roddy Taylor as a guide rider. Getting first 3 laps under the belt was an experience, let's say. It's not like riding at Cadwell Park, it is quite daunting, the grease and stuff. I had to be real sort of careful, tipping my way around really, and just sort of feeling out the grip. And then came in after the first 3 sighting laps, and then went straight back out, and I was able to progress quite nicely with my speed and just feel the grip, and obviously some of them guys were running all on the grip, so that was nice. I followed Russell Brook round, who's a guy I'm racing with No Limits. I had a couple of opportunities where I could have probably gone past him on brakes, but with being so little experience, I wanted to really sort of sit behind Russell and just see where his lines were, and I know he's fast round here and you can't pay for experience, so yeah, I'm ready now for qualifying. I've got a 20-minute qualifying session next. There's almost some relief now. I've been round the track and I've been sort of around the 80% speed and stuff, so I'm starting to feel my way around and starting to feel a little bit more confident, so fingers crossed that keeps progressing during the weekend and we just make one step after another. Yeah, it was an interesting qualifying 20 minutes. I'm obviously still getting used to the bike and the new bits on the bike. Obviously the quicker I'm starting to go, the more the bike's obviously behaving better for me, with the new equipment on. I didn't really make the right tyre choice. I did for me, maybe not for setting the best qualifying time, but I picked the tyre on, wanted to stay upright, and it's my first meeting. I'm still plotting my way around. I think I've got my lines really good now though, and I just need to progressively push on each line, that I'm sort of learning, and there's a couple of words I picked up already on the track. Back straight, I hit a lump flat out in 6th gear and got a complete tank slapper in 6th gear down the back straight, and it's meant to be straight, and I must have hit just a slight lump with the front because I was obviously completely on gas, and it lifted the bike and it started sort of just shaking everywhere as I went into Memorial Inn on brakes trying to carry more speed. So and there's another section just before Jeffrey's jumps. If you commit too early turning over, there's a section where I was completely having it tank slapping, so I actually learned there's another smoother line and it's only 2 yards off the line where I was. So instantly, we've got some inside knowledge now. There's an area where you can attack that area a bit harder with more power and more speed. So it's just knowledge based more now. So going forward, every lap I do now, I'll be looking to just gain more knowledge. As it happened yesterday, there was quite an oversubscription for the Supertwins. So I didn't actually qualify with my lap time yesterday for the actual main feature race in the Supertwins. So yeah, didn't qualify for the feature race, but then was tagged onto the back of the 600B Supersport race. That was basically a big thing for me because obviously I didn't want the weekend to end. We're not qualifying, with no support race this weekend. It was really important for me to get some lap time. As much as I know the place, my eyes have opened since yesterday and today, and how the track actually feels. Managed to hold a couple of them back for a good few laps before they come past me down back straight, and then there was another guy in an R6 that I joked with for basically the full race until he stood me up at Breweries, and it was the only time he got past me, and then obviously I couldn't catch him because he just had double the power. So it's been a massive learning curve, but I am progressing quite nicely now. So, you know, the 600B again today, the Supersport race. Again, I'm just looking to chip on my times and just keep sort of fettling through where the settings are. I think we're happy with the bike now. Really relaxed now, to be fair. Settled in straight away. It's actually quite nice. There's quite a lot of the paddock I've actually met through racing for the last 2 years. So there's quite a lot of people, everyone who I know. So that's quite settling. And everyone's been really like sort of complimentary to me this weekend on how I've behaved and how the times have come down, and obviously doing so well for a newcomer on quite an underpowered machine in the class that I'm in. So yeah, it's been amazing, to be fair. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to this afternoon's race as well. I started off yesterday 2:13 in wet. I managed to do my first sort of dry session yesterday. I managed to get down to a 2:08. And then today, I've set a new PB of a 2:04.4, which I'm absolutely blown away with. Target was a 2:10 for the weekend. That was what I was told by other riders would be a good target to aim for as a newcomer. So to be 6 seconds below that on my first outing and still making mistakes on my laps is really confidence inspiring. So I know there's a key to being a little bit smoother at the next meet and certain places where I might actually gain even more time. So been quite a bit of ups and downs from yesterday to today, but overall we've done what we came to set out. There's a lot of stuff that learned in the last sort of 2 days. You know, I thought I kind of knew it, but when you actually get up to race speed and you actually get to a pace, you actually start to find there's different marker points, there's different bits that you have to learn, and some of the bumps etc. are a little bit, should we say, they become a little bit more intrusive when you're flat out. And start affecting the bike a little bit. I don't think I've ever had a tank slapper on my bike since I've owned it, and I must have had 50 in the last 2 days, so it's been quite daunting. But now feel mega relaxed. Yeah, really excited now for the machinery.